Hi, and it's Chantel again. And I just wanted to continue this segment in terms of fill me up, God, till I overflow. This is part 2. And the last time I was literally looking at, just explaining how important it is to make sure that your cup's full and that your running over is what we then share with the world, making sure that we're full. But today I wanted to in continuation, I wanted to just share the certain things that can then cause our vessel or our cup to be cracked. So there's times, obviously, what we go through can break us, and cause us to have cracks. So whereas we're filling up, we feel like we're filling up and we're going through it and God is pouring in, certain cracks can be made by unforgiveness. Certain things that we're not forgiven, it can cause us to leak and bleed. A lack of understanding of what we've been through can always cause us to leak and bleed, because we're then not understanding the fullness of what we've been through. And whereas that trial, yes, it broke us, but whereas we could get the full healing to ensure that we then retain what God is pouring in, we now can't retain it because we won't let go of certain things. We won't let go of unforgiveness, bitterness. All these things cause us to bleed. So it's so important for us to, as I said, journal, write down stuff. Sometimes we're hurt in places that we don't even know we're hurt. So then how are we going to forgive? We need to fully comprehend exactly what we've been through, how it's affected us, and what we then need to do in order to move on productively and full. It's so important, and I really want you to grasp this today. There's so many of us that want to push forward and we want to achieve our purpose and we want to be whole and we want to be effective. But there's these things that we're not dealing with, and some of them are overshadowed by us being so busy. Let's face it, some of our busyness is sometimes our coping mechanisms to overshadow or to cover those issues that we just won't face. I really want to challenge you to pull back now and have your moments where you actually give yourself time. You are worth it. And spend that time to actually look over, what have I been through in my life? What's going on? You might even get a book out of it. Because I tell you what, anything we've been through, our life is important and we matter. So anything we've been through can help others. But most importantly, it can help us to be whole and full and have a complete understanding of who we are right now. Because if we don't know who we are and we don't love who we are, then how can anybody else? And how can we be truly authentic, truly real about who we are and our circumstances and how we have got to exactly where we are right now. So this part 2 is just also emphasizing the importance of dealing with those cracks, because if we don't deal with those issues and we don't magnify our lives and have a magnifying glass and look in detail and understand the specifics of our journey and the details and the things that we need to take from our journey and the learning and how we're going to grow, we can't grow. So I really want to reiterate the fact that you need to amplify. Why? Because your voice matters and your journey matters. So take the time and invest in you. Give yourself time to understand who you are. I hope this has been beneficial to you. Have a good evening.